Hello, and welcome to Rebel Responsibly. I am your awesome, deep, sexy voiced host and only man here on this podcast, Rebel Havoc. Oh yeah, today is the day for the first episode. I'm excited, you're excited, we're all excited. So I decided to start off this first episode talking about the show and talking about myself. I think that will be proper so you guys can understand exactly how the podcast is going to be ran. Let's start off with me. I'm Rebel Havoc. I've been playing video games for a very long time, pretty much since I was 5 years old. I've played a different variety of consoles: Nintendo, Super Nintendo, GameCube, Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn. I've played Xbox 360, PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. I currently own an Xbox One, and I also currently own 2 huge gaming PC, a Vita, and a Wii U. I've also played a variety of games: first-person shooters, strategies, MMOs, JRPGs, dating games, The Sims, SimCity, just so many that I can't even name them all. That's including indies too. That's pretty much my gaming history there. So let's jump into what the show is going to be about. And you can probably guess what the show is going to be about. Gaming. Now, I'm not going to try to cover what's going on or what is the hot topic in the gaming industry. No. This is all on what I think I should talk about on the podcast because, well, I am the one producing this podcast. So, of course, it's just random ideas and thoughts that I come up with throughout my day, week, working, or at home gaming. I feel that my gaming history will bring out some good points, mostly related to the gamer. Why? Because I myself is in no relation other than sitting behind a console or a PC playing game, that I am related to the industry in any kind of way. I am not a game developer. I don't work for a publisher, or I don't work or write for any kind of gaming magazine / website. I'm just a gamer. I go to work at a clinic, I come home, I sit down, and I play games. This podcast will heavily relate to the gamer. And I think that's really good because a lot of things you would read on the internet or read on a magazine is all through people who are heavily involved with the industry. I am not. This is going to be a short one, but before I leave, I want to tell you guys about the adventure I had trying to put this together. As I was searching on how to put a podcast together, the first thing I realized that I already have the equipment and all I needed was the software. No problem. Easy to find. The software was pretty much free. So that is super, super awesome. The real problem came to is actually where I'm going to host the podcast at. Now, I could have hosted this on my PC. Easy. But the problem is I got bills to pay, and that would significantly raise my electric bill. So I couldn't host it on my computer. So I started looking around for a website where I could kind of upload like a YouTube, like upload an audio file and people can come listen to and download it. There is no YouTube for audio files. There's nothing like that. Nothing at all. And it was very surprising. And to further explain into details, YouTube, you can make a video and upload it and people just can watch it. There is hardly any limits, except for copyright limits. There's hardly any limits to how much you can upload, how many videos you can upload, and easy access. No place like that for just audio files. Now, a lot of people suggested some of the major websites like SoundCloud. No, SoundCloud has its limits on how much you can upload as in audio files. Really hard time looking for a place to host this until I came across this kind of website called Archiveorg. And they're like a website that pretty much they are trying to capture everything media on the internet. from audio to video to articles to actually old websites. And they actually host people's audio there so you can mirror that audio to another website. As in, let's say I wanted to really go professional with this podcast and I create a website. Well, the website would just be like a mirror to the actual host where the audio files for the podcast are being hosted at. So you would actually be listening to the audio file from a whole nother website, not the actual website where the podcast information page is at, if that's understandable for you guys. I decided to go with this website and they were really nice, and it's kind of hard for me to understand, but I'm learning. And I think this is best. I'm not going to be doing anything professional. There's not going to be a website. I can link you guys directly to where you can find these audio files for the podcast for now. And, maybe I'll stop being lazy and actually make a website. But for now, Archiveorg is where we're going to host these files, and you guys can download them and listen to them anytime. And that's pretty much it. Please be patient with me. And also, guys, please do not be afraid to comment. Tell me what I can do better. Tell me what I should not do. And also be nice about it. Be critical. Don't be a troll. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't be a dick. All right. Don't be a douche. All right. Be constructive. Constructive criticism. That's what I'm looking for. Also, your opinion on the subject and topic. I want to better inform myself. And guys, I want you to be informed yourself. I'm going to try my best, and you guys should also try your best too. Thank you. And as always, remember to rebel responsibly.